Have you ever walked along a street and realised that some people look a bit like you and some people are completely different? Well, that's because of DNA. Let's start by looking at how your DNA is passed on to your children.
Look at this. The mum has green eyes and the dad has blue. It is an even chance for the child to have green or blue. But if the dad had brown eyes and the mum had blue, it is a higher chance that the child will have brown because brown is a more dominant gene than blue.
In this family, the dad has blonde hair and the mum has brown. It is an even chance that their child will have blonde or brown hair.
I am Mr. Wellington. I am going to talk about my genes. The tip of my nose is 66% likely to be a result of my parents' genes. My earlobe attachment and shape are inherited, but it's likely that many genes contribute to this trait. My skin pigmentation is the result of genetics, being the product of both my parents' genetic makeup and exposure to the sun. Look closely at my eye. Eye colour is a physical trait that is determined by the pairing of genes by my parent.
Fact time!
The world's most common eye colour is brown. Brown eyes are actually blue underneath. Eye colour is one of the first things you notice about another person. And blinking is so automatic, we rarely think about it.
Now that we've looked at people in general, let's have a look inside the body, at the building blocks of life, DNA. All living organisms are made of cells. Organisms, like humans, are made of more than one cell. Cells have different parts inside of them. The cell membrane surrounds the cell. The cytoplasm fills up the inside. The mitochondria gives it energy, like a factory. And the Golgi apparatus moves proteins around the cell. The nucleus is where the DNA is stored. In a cell nucleus, DNA is organised into coiled strands called chromosomes. Humans have 46 chromosomes in each cell. Compare that to a fruit fly, which has only 8 chromosomes and is often used to study patterns of inheritance. Red king crabs have a whopping 208.
Half of the chromosomes are inherited from one parent and half from the other. Therefore, as humans, we have 23 chromosomes from each parent.
DNA doesn't just affect our appearance and the things we can see, it also passes on various health conditions in your genes. Let's take a look at heart conditions.
An inherited heart disease is one that has been passed on through your parents' genes.
If someone in your family has been diagnosed with an inherited heart condition, your doctor may suggest that you have tests, known as screening, to check the condition of your heart. You may also have a genetic test to see if you've inherited the same faulty gene. This is called cascade testing.
The British Heart Foundation is the largest independent funder of cardiovascular research in the UK.
But DNA doesn't only affect conditions in the body like heart conditions, it also affects the way our bodies are formed. Even identical twins are not exactly the same. This is because of DNA.
Identical twins start with identical genes because each is formed from a single egg that splits into 2 embryos. But from that moment onwards, their DNA begins diverging. This changes the chemical structure of DNA. There are 2 different types of twins, identical twins and fraternal twins. Fraternal twins do not form from a single egg, but from 2 separate eggs. This is what makes them look different.
Identical twins are always the same gender. Fraternal twins can be different genders because they don't have the same chromosomes.
But it's not just humans that have DNA. Animals, plants, and everything alive also has DNA. Let's look at the panda. They have evolved for 6 million years to eat bamboo instead of meat, and so changing their DNA. So why? It's because bamboo is fast growing and everywhere. So if they didn't eat bamboo, then they would have to hunt down food, which is much harder than sitting down and gorging in an all-you-can-eat buffet. Now you've already heard about the human inheritance, now you can find out about the pandas. The panda's inheritance is slightly different from the humans because the panda baby's inheritance is 55% of the mum's DNA and 45% of the dad's, but it's hard to tell as they all look the same.
We hope you've enjoyed this look at DNA differences.
This has been an Animating Science film.
Thanks for watching.